Hey guys, my name is Sonali. You're watching Sonali the Endless River. This is Sonali Reads episode 6. So we are in the 4th week of February and this video technically should have been uploaded on the 2nd week of February, but I was just going through some personal stuff. I could not shoot, I could not complete reading the book. But in my defense, I did shoot a course review video. It is a video for content creators. It's called Content Marketing Mastery Course, and if you have not checked it out, I'm going to link it down in the description below. If you want to become a blogger, a vlogger, or some sort of content creator anytime in the future, or if you already are and want to enhance your knowledge in it, you should definitely go and check the course out. And there's a discount link as well, just in case you want to purchase it. Alright, so now when that's done, let's continue with today's book. So, what happened? Okay, fine. Sorry. So, today's book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill is an American author. He took 25 years to write this book. 25 years of research. That's what it took to write this piece of work. And it was originally published in the year 1937. It's like decades ago. And it still is an international bestseller. People are still reading it. But more than readers, I think the concepts of the book are so rich, like the rich concepts, rich concepts that I just couldn't let it go. It had to be read and it had to be reviewed as well. Think and Grow Rich, such a catchy name for a book, right? Honestly, I also thought the same thing. I was like, wow, that's a really good name for a book. I wonder what the book will be about. Well, the book is exactly what the book says. Think and grow rich. If you can think it here, you can get it here. It's that simple. Now, simple things are not always easy. In fact, simple things are pretty complicated most of the times. And the concepts of the book are pretty simple, but putting it into action is the complicated part. Think and Grow Rich talks about the power of thought. It makes you understand purely by scientific experiments and purely by scientific knowledge, backed by science, no gimmick here, okay? When you think about something, your brain has the power to make your thought transform into its physical form. Okay, I know that sounds pretty, whoa, what? You mean you can just think, like sit and think about $1 million and you get it? No, that's not what I mean. Hold up. The author tries to make us understand that wherever we are currently in our lives, it's because of us. It's not because of circumstances. It's not because of luck, chance, opportunity, God, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. None of those. It's because of us. It's because we have sent out those thought radiations out into the universe, to the world, to the infinite intelligence, and they have made it happen. So now that's because most people keep on thinking about negative things. As a human being, thinking about something which could possibly go wrong is easier because that's what you hear about most of the times in the news, in conversations with your friends, you read it on the newspapers, you now find it on social media. Bad news travels faster, bad news does more damage. On the contrary, thinking about something good or even hoping for something good is pretty difficult for most people. So for example, if I buy a car, most people think, oh my god, I should not be getting scratches, and then they get them. Most people think like, oh my god, I don't want to like bang into something, I want to be extra careful with the car, and then they bang into something. You know why? They constantly keep on thinking, I hope I don't bang, I hope I don't bang, I hope I don't bang, and I bang. It's that simple, guys, alright? The book teaches you step by step how you can harness the power of thought, the power of your mind, and use it in your favor. So far in your life, you have still been using it, but probably negatively, probably unknowingly, and definitely not in your favor. Now we learn how to actually use your brains, use your thoughts in your favor to make you rich, to make you wealthy. And by rich, I don't the book. The book not only teaches you to become monetary wise rich, economically rich, it makes you, it teaches you how to become rich overall, successful overall. So we have heard about the subconscious mind, we have heard about the conscious mind, okay? Now it tells you something new, it teaches us something new. It teaches us about failure consciousness and success consciousness. Failure consciousness, what is that now? Failure consciousness means that your brain is constantly looking out for failure. Whatever you're trying to do, deep inside your heart, you have a fear of failing. And that fear is so deep, that fear is so intense that it will not stop until it makes you fail. Success consciousness, on the other hand, is just the opposite. You have no fear of failure, you have no fear of nothing. You are just aiming for that target and you will not stop until you get it. So how do you become success conscious? It starts with desire. You have to have a desire for something, alright? That's step number one. So now, for example, I have a desire to earn X amount of money in a month, okay? Everybody has that desire, isn't it? So I have a desire to earn X amount of money. Just having a desire will not happen. I have a desire for a lot of things, to be general. But I have to turn that desire into a burning desire, into an obsession. I have to obsess over that desire, okay? I have to really intensify that desire to the point where I do not feel that I can get anything else apart from that, to the point where I have almost convinced myself that there is no failure and that is the only thing that I need to get. It has to be a burning obsession inside of your heart. That's step number one. There's no concept as something for nothing. You can't get X amount of money, you can't get X amount of anything without actually giving something. It's always a give and take policy. So if you want to earn X amount of money, how can you earn that? You have to know that I will give this service and I'll earn this amount of money. What is the service you're going to give? Keep that into your head. Most successful people in the world are not educated in general knowledge. They're educated in specialized knowledge. They only know one subject, that's their subject, and they are thoroughly educated in that. What about the other things? Well, for the other things, they have a team. So they have a team which he calls as the mastermind group. In that team, he has members of different industries, different needs, and they are the specialized people from those industries. Successful people, successful leaders don't know everything about everything. But they do know how to hire smart people who do know everything about their own industries. These are all theoretical things, like you have to believe this, you have to believe that. How do you make yourself believe? This is the most important part, you guys. This is called the method of autosuggestion. I'm sure you guys, some of you may have heard the term affirmation. It is just that. Autosuggestion is constantly reminding yourself about the thing that you're obsessing about your desire, about your goal. How can you do that? Get a piece of paper, you write down, I want to earn this amount of money and I'm going to render this service for that. And the most important part, it cannot be like, there has to be a timeline for that. I'm going to earn this amount of money by the 29th of this month, by the 28th of February 2019, X amount of money, and I'm going to give this service for it. Now you write that into a piece of paper and you see that paper day and night, alright? And you, so much so that your brain is completely charged up. Your brain is like a magnet, okay? Your brain is completely charged up. It knows that I have to get it. It's an obsession. I have to do it, alright? So much so that you, in your imagination, when you think about money, when you think about doing that service and getting that money, it feels real. It has to have that real effect, okay? And how do you get that real effect? When you try to imagine something, when you try to put your desire into an obsessive state, you have to come into contact with the feeling. So for example, prayer, okay? Most of us, when we go and do a prayer, when we go into, a masjid, a mosque, a mandir, wherever, a church, okay, wherever you go to pray, or even if you're at your home, you pray because most people pray because our mom and dad are telling us that you need to pray so many times a day or blah blah blah. But you're just praying. It's like it's not even a habit. It's like a thing, a duty, a ritual that you have to do. But you don't actually put your heart into it. When you pray, that prayer is meaningless because there's no emotion attached to that prayer. And more so, most people go to God when all else has failed. So when they sit for the prayer, they have the fear inside of them. That fear is a negative feeling. When you're praying, you have fear inside your heart. Fear and faith cannot coexist. So when you don't have faith, you have fear. That fear is going to manifest itself, okay? So never do that. It's just like praying. When you pray, or when you ask for that thing which is your desire, which is your obsession, you have to put in positive energy. That positive energy comes from love, comes from enthusiasm, comes from whatever makes you motivated, charged up in the positive way. So basically, thoughts plus emotions combined will do the magic trick. You have to think about what you want obsessively. Make your desire an obsession. This is what I'm going to harp on. Make your desire an obsession all the time, okay? To the point that you know that you have already got it. It has to be that real, and you have to put your feeling, your emotion with it, and with that you have to do it constantly on a daily basis. It has to be a habit. It has to be auto-suggested. It has to be an affirmation. You have to tell yourself that I am going to earn X amount of money by rendering these services within this date, within 6 days, 5 days, 1 month, 2 years, whatever. I'm going to go do this thing, and I'm going to pay this for that, and I'm going to do it, I'm going to achieve it within this time, right? Now, what's going to happen after you do this? You have to stay alert. Now, when you're in that positive state of mind, when you know, when you have obsessed, and when you have almost felt that it's real, it's happening for me, I've already had that money, I've already got that success, you will see opportunities are coming your way. You have to be ready for opportunities, right? When you are in that point of time, when you are obsessing so much, you will see positive things are coming in your mind, in your grasp, in your eyesight, where you can grasp it and you can actually manifest your thoughts into the physical form. And it has happened to me a zillion times, okay? So just let me tell you about this watch. This is the MI Band 3, alright? So I wanted this watch, and I did not obsessively want this watch. It was just like an emotion that went out. I was like, I wish I had that watch. And sometimes I would look at my hand, I would be like, oh, how would it look when the watch would be on my hand? And I got it. This table, same thing. I think I have said it in some kind of a video, another video. This table, I wanted this table. It was here in my place. I never realized it. It's just the best table for me in this setting. Everything just worked out because I was obsessive. That I need a table so bad. How can I get it? I just need a table. I needed somewhere where I could have my sticky notes, and I have it, right? You have to be obsessive about it. When you put in your emotions with your thoughts, remember that whatever emotions you put with your thought, your subconscious mind is always awake, always. Whether you know it or not, whether you're thinking or you're not, it's always awake. So it's always going to need that feeding. If you don't feed it with positive energy, it's going to take negative energy, because that's what's always available around us, right? And what happens when you feed your subconscious mind with negative energy? Negative things are going to happen in your life. So remember, whatever is happening in your life, if it's negative, if it's bad, you have manifested it, you have thought about it, and that's what's happening. It happens when you think about health. There's something called hypochondria. I hope I'm spelling it correct. Pronouncing it correct. It is basically imaginary illness, okay? So there have been several experiments where people were just thinking, oh, I'm ill, I'll fall ill, this will happen, that will happen. And because of their thoughts, their bodies started to show symptoms of that specific disease which they were worried about. Imagine that. Stop thinking negative things that I'll fall ill, I'll die, I'll get in an accident, I'll be poor. All of these things need to go out of your head once and for all. And you start doing this by getting rid of the negative people who are putting these thoughts inside your head. Stop watching these news, okay? Yes, you need to be aware of what's happening in our country and in the global world, in the world outside, but it does not have to be early in the morning. It does not have to be right before you hit the bed. You don't need those kind of thoughts running inside your head early in the morning when your brain is charged up. No, not at all. Basically, you need to get rid of fear. The fear of failure. Any kind of fear you have, fear of death, poverty, fear of illness, fear of old age, fear of failure, blah, blah, blah. Any kind of fear you have to get rid of that fear. Because guess what? That fear is manifesting itself whether you want it to or not. Because you're constantly thinking about it, and your fear is so deep inside of your heart that it's not going. So you have And the only way to do it is by autosuggestion, by constantly reminding yourself that I want this, I want this, I want this. Keep yourself so damn busy in work, in achieving that thing, that fear or thinking or worrying goes out of the picture. Whew, well, I got tired. My God, have I been yelling or something? I really don't know. But I got super passionate about this. This book, every word of this book was so powerful, so full of passion, and he has spent 25 years of research into one book. I can't even imagine. I'm not even 25. Okay, subconsciously, consciously, we all have applied the techniques of this book, and sometimes I've consciously applied the techniques of this book to achieve something, but I'm now going to harness the power of my brain and my thoughts to the ultimate level, and it has to come with habit. And I acknowledge you, I push you to do the same. Get rid of negative habits and push and inject in yourself positive habits, and that can only happen when you keep on telling yourself the right things and keep on obsessing over one target at a time, not several targets, one target at a time. Keep on working towards it, keep on looking for opportunity, and opportunity will come your way, I swear. Alright, that's all for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. The video 5 a.m. club is getting a lot of comments. I'm really happy about it. Super thank you guys for the comments. Stay tuned next week for my next book review, and watch out on my YouTube and my Facebook for the other videos. The next video I think is going to be the get to know me tag. 10 questions I received from you guys via Instagram stories about me, and I'm going to tell you my answers. It's going to be a great video, something which I have not done before, and it's quite awesome. So yeah, excited about that, and yeah, I'm going to see you next week.